The following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Live from London, England. My name is Alexandra Shaw. I am joined by James Randolph. And folks, tonight is the final countdown for CPW as the clock starts on the way to Blaze of Glory. And here we have two women who have had no problem blazing their own paths so far, Jimmy.
Absolutely not. And I want to remind you, Shaw, that it's Randall. Randall. Get the name right. Put some respect on it, but no respect here. Selena Adams versus Hisuno one-on-one one more time to make this business personal just one more time.
Selena Adams making her way down to the ring.
With a special guest in tow. Ladies and gentlemen, Callie Kaplan. We haven't seen her in many, many moons. And Selena Adams missing her wife in here in lovely England. It's going to be a great show. And Selena Adams is pumped for it.
Now, Selena Adams, we heard in her recent interview about this match, she said Hisuno is everything that Hisuno stands against, that Hisuno is a pretender, that Hisuno is an actor, that Selena Adams is the one who is the real deal. Tonight, Selena Adams wants to face the fighter that is still left inside Hisuno, and she looks ready for a fight.
Absolutely does look ready. She always looks ready, and most of the time she is. But also ready is Hisuno, the boss woman.
Selena Adams asking Hisuno, leave the politics in the back, leave Ralph Lauren in the back. And it seems Hisuno looking to do this one on her lonesome.
You know,
she says
she talks an awful lot about honor, and I think that is the first showcase of it we've seen.
Absolutely. And what I was going to say is that Hisuno said what Selena had brought up wasn't entirely untrue. Maybe Hisuno had lost some of that killer instinct that she loves to talk so much about. But tonight, Hisuno looks to prove not just to Selena, not just to these fans, but to herself why she is the boss woman, why she has that killer instinct.
And that's been a point of contention the entire time. Selena Adams, has said that Hisuno doesn't have the killer instinct that she, likes to allude to and likes to claim to the fans and everyone in CPW. And I guess now is the moment where these two women prove which is correct.
No fear, only determination in the eyes, or on the face rather, of Hisuno.
And you can only imagine.
This one is going to be brutal.
Absolutely. You can only imagine what these two women are going to put each other through. And referee Leonard Seymour telling them to get it underway right now.
And we saw Hisuno immediately trying to land the hit against Selena, but Selena firing up with a flurry here to start this one off.
Absolutely, and now Selena picking her spot here.
Connects with that Quinn shot to Hisuno, and it has been all Adams out of the early gates as she connects with that forearm to the back of the head.
Absolutely. You don't come to an arena with a ride, with a chauffeur, if you will, not being prepared for what you're coming up against. If she had the time, the thought to think about those small things, all these big things that are going to happen in the ring, she's already worked her way around.
I mean, you see her targeting that knee early of Hisuno. She wants to set her up for that Selena Sunset, that very dangerous submission hold that tapped out Belle Florent on our last uproar. But Hisuno connecting with the insecurity from the other leg. Selena taking a moment to retreat to the outside, regain some control in this match. As Hisuno shoots her off the ropes, connects with a kick, and immediately goes into the cover on Selena Adams. Adams able to push her off.
Hisuno looking like she wants to put this one away early, and if I was facing Selena Adams, I'd try to do the same thing, because the longer that you have someone as experienced and as someone as knowledgeable as Selena Adams in the ring, the more that they can kind of form the matchup to their direction.
Here's what's so dangerous about Hisuno, James. Selena was on top for, I would still say, the majority of this match percentage-wise, but it's only taken one brief outburst from Hisuno, and she is in firm control, as both pinfalls that have happened so far in this match have been from Hisuno.
Absolutely, the senton there, just dropping the full weight of her body onto Selena Adams, and Selena Adams deflecting some of this offense here, trying to carve out some of her own.
You see Hisuno with a shot to the leg of Selena, and just tosses her across the ring.
It's the classic strength versus technique, and I think, unfortunately for Selena Adams, Hisuno has a little bit of both here.
Yes, Selena taking a moment, gathering her bearings here, but Hisuno, wasn't going to let her. Selena able to get the knee up, rolls through. Fence buster there. Selena hitting them with the X Factor and follows Hisuno to the outside. This is where things can start to get dangerous, James.
Absolutely,
and
we talk about it.
Case connects.
At all times, the barely padded concrete can turn the tide in a matchup. And that lariat was absolutely brutal, Shaw. You are correct there.
And again, going back to the knee, going back to the hamstring as well of Hisuno is Selena Adams. It is clear her game plan. She's sticking to it.
Absolutely, the power in the legs. You take that away from Hisuno, what does she have left? I mean, I know she's got quite a bit in her repertoire, just as we saw there as the skull-crushing suplex there.
Yeah, that tiger suplex got Selena dazed, and now repeated strikes from Hisuno. Meteora. And Hisuno calm, cool, collected so far here tonight. As she goes for a kick to the gut, Selena though catches it. Gets tossed though over the top rope and sent to the outside.
On the outside yet again, and Hisuno up top. Which seems like she just wants the motion. Maybe trying to bring this back in the ring, but no, double axe handle. Connected with authority.
And now just the ground and pounded punches of Hisuno as Selena trying to duck something but gets caught in powerbomb position. No! Josaka Street Cutter. Hisuno bringing this one back into the inside of the ring. Selena needs to do something here to get herself back into this. Every time she gets the briefest flurry of offense, Hisuno's been able to shut it down. Now Hisuno scoops her up from the deadlift. German suplex with the bridge. Beautifully executed and a 2 count. But I feel the need to reiterate, so far Selena Adams has not been able to get any type of pinfall in this match. This might be about to change though. Buster spikes her on her head.
I guess that's payback for that tiger suplex on the outside. Not, quite the barely padded concrete, but we see the repeated attacks to the cranium of Hisuno, and it seems that the plan is evident. Give what she's been given, and Selena Adams right now is doing just that.
And now we see it. The Selena Sunset locked in, targeting that leg she's been breaking down all match long. Wrenches back violently. Hisuno in a bad way. Able to steady herself though. Able to escape, showing she's got some fight left in her. The hit connects with the good knee. And now, looking to make Selena pay, bouncing her head like a basketball on the mat.
You know, they're going to have to put Selena Adams on concussion precautions perhaps after this matchup because of the attacks that she's just had to withstand here. And Hisuno just has this in her full control. An axe kick sending Selena Adams back down to the canvas. And this woman, this boss woman known as Hisuno, has everything in her corner right now.
Oh. Selena up on her feet. Hisuno sends her off the ropes. Ducks down. Arm drag. A deep arm drag there by Hisuno. And now, what you're looking for here, just a stomp to the gut. She lifts up Selena. Huge right hand in the kicks. The strikes though. Right hand from Selena. DTA. Don't trust anybody. Selena Adams. Oh, not able to get the win. Hisuno, the ring awareness, able to save her thus far in this match. As Selena, though, dragging her away from those ropes, looking to put an end to this now. He lifts up Hisuno. Couldn't get it done with the Selena sunset. Going for the Tiger Driver 98.
And that could be it. Wait a minute, another rope break.
And again, Selena just got a little too overzealous. Arguably had the match won now twice, but instead is still locked in this fight against Hisuno. And Hisuno now might be about to put this one to an end. Shiharai, no! Selena gets up top, punches her way out of the powerbomb position. Huge lariat. And now goes up top. Selena Adams, a dangerous high flyer. Dragon Rana scoops into it to get the win. Nowhere near the ropes.
But no. Unbelievable. But Selena. That Selena's looking for something big here. Wait a minute. The Tiger Driver.
Center of the ring. Hisuno, though, able to escape. Lariat. Oh. And now looking to plant Selena. What the hell is this? I have never seen this from Hisuno. Into the powerbomb to put her away. No, Selena able to survive.
And now, you know, bad intentions clearly seen here. Punt
the
kick.
Hit connects. But now it's Selena, saved by the ropes in a cruel twist of irony. And James, we are nearly halfway through the allotted time for this match, and I am no closer to knowing who is going to come out of this with the victory. We see, though, the attack, I think, to the knee again of Hisuno. Selena maybe wanting to go back to that Selena sunset as she rolls into the ring following Hisuno. Hisuno, though, gets up to her feet. You've got to feel if the Shiharai connects, it's going to be all over for Selena. Another deep arm drag into the cover. That might just do it.
Might. And it does. Wow. Off an arm drag. Might as well have been a headlock takeover here in London, England.
Hisuno able to wear down Selena Adams throughout this match. Like we said, both women were done. Both women saved by rope breaks. It really just came down to who got the next pinfall, the next submission in that center of the ring. Hisuno able to do that, able to show she still has that killer instinct.
Luck of the draw, right? That's the way it's gonna be, huh? Well, after tonight, I'm gonna make sure you regret ever putting your nose in my business.
Well, folks, it appears just a bit of a dispute there between Alex Clark and Will Sheridan. We don't exactly know what is going on between the two, but we know Will Sheridan, the one true king, not a fan of the Clarks, but these two men not fans of each other in the slightest. Johnny D, Kenny Mitch. And this is one that has been about bad blood. This is one about two men and what they feel like they deserve. Tonight,
Absolutely.
we see which one of them truly gets what they deserve.
Absolutely. Kenny Mitch has had this meteoric rise here in CPW. You know, he's got all the fans in his corner, and Johnny D believes those fans are rightfully his.
And Johnny D recently throwing his lot in with American Instinct to form the American Nightmares, the Demon of Youngstown here in London.
Absolutely. And how bad do you have to be in your hometown to be called the demon of your hometown?
I want to ask another British legend in, well, you might want to ask that guy from the musical with the razor blades, Sweeney Todd, yes, the demon of Fleet Street. Well, regardless, Johnny D here, the raging demon. Well, rage is definitely apropos because he has been one angry man as of late. You've got to feel tonight, if he has his way, not only is he going to beat Kenny Mitch, but he might secure himself a spot at Blaze of Glory.
That is the goal for each and every competitor, it seems, here tonight. And Johnny D has said he's going to break it down to the basics. But Kenny Mitch, can he withstand? Riding out in style, Kenny Mitch, the man known as the Future, coming in with the big guns here, the Harley to the ring.
Kenny Mitch, obviously coming off a disappointing loss to Seth Dallas for the TV championship, but the story really comes from after that match, where Johnny D made his presence felt and attacked Kenny Mitch once again. And this is something that has become very personal between these two men. And you've got to feel Kenny Mitch tonight out for blood.
Absolutely. Kenny Mitch has said numerous times that he's in this industry, in this business to, you know, win matches, bring glory to his family, and feed his kids. And Johnny D, unfortunately for Kenny, is getting in the way of that. Trying to take him out, trying to injure him, trying to make all things personal. And now that it's become that, Kenny Mitch here tonight wants to put a stop to it all once and for all.
As referee Leonard Seymour starting this match off, 20 minutes on the clock. Johnny D going to want to use his superior power, as he is right now, to get the upper hand against Kenny Mitch. Kenny Mitch does not want to go bomb for bomb in the power game with Johnny D.
Absolutely not. Kenny's got some power in his own right, but it's not anything compared to what the Demon of Youngstown can unleash.
Oh, Kenny Mitch got Johnny D gripped up. Because what's he got in mind here? Huge kick, and that's what Kenny Mitch needs to stick to. He is the superior striker of the two. Those kicks are lethal.
Absolutely, and also using the momentum of the ropes, using the inertia there to kind of play things to his advantage. He doesn't have the mass, he doesn't have the strength, but he does have, you know, the wherewithal, the ring awareness to use the environment.
But Johnny D looking to use the environment himself. Huge shoulder tackle takes down Kenny Mitch.
And Shaw, we've said that this is personal. We've said that, you know, And Kenny Mitch has had this meteoric rise. Johnny D has been here since episode 1 of Covenant Pro Wrestling. He's always wanted that #1 spot, that world title spot, and he hasn't gotten it. And Kenny Mitch, you know, just a few short months into his tenure here, has already been a TV champion. Now, you know, the greatest reign we've seen, but still he accomplished that and got, you know, some gold around his waist. Does that really tick someone like Johnny D off?
I think Johnny D is a man that obviously sees himself. And wait a second here, Kenny Mitch gets behind, rocks him with a right hand there. But Johnny D is obviously someone who sees himself as above the rest of CPW, especially someone like Kenny Mitch. But I think what makes him mad is that if you look at the two accolade sheets in CPW, Johnny D does not have the accolades that Kenny Mitch has. He has now won a title here in CPW. You know, and you've got to feel that gets to Johnny a little bit. He says he doesn't care about the TV title. He says he only cares about the world title, but at the end of the day, perception is reality. And right now, the reality of the situation is Kenny Mitch has more accolades, but Johnny D is the one that has control of this match as he lifts him up. And just the power on display. This is what I was talking about with Johnny D. Kenny Mitch cannot afford to just let Johnny D manhandle him like this.
Absolutely not. And manhandling is exactly what we're seeing at this moment. As Johnny D,
connects.
the leap from Oak Hill, almost had that pinfall there, but a shoulder up.
And now Kenny Mitch just using the ropes to get up to his feet, doing whatever he can. As he gets sent off the ropes a little bit from malfunction at the junction there, but gets caught. Demon's grip locked in. We saw this locked in on Kenny Mitch when Johnny D first attacked him. This might be it already. As Johnny D's wrenching on it.
Johnny said he's going to keep it to the basics, and that for Johnny D is his basic. You know, he locks that in and puts people away, but Kenny Mitch showing the resiliency here.
And Johnny D, God feels well with all the talk of the American Nightmares, would love to upset the home country return for Kenny Mitch. And he is doing a great job of that right now. He is not letting Kenny Mitch get anything going, but Kenny Mitch keeps finding his spots. He keeps finding openings in the armor, but it's that ego we've been seeing, the taunting of Johnny D that is costing him here and letting Johnny D get back into this match. As these two now trading strikes, he's got Johnny D backed up into the corner and just stomping him in for a second. Catches him into an alley-oop powerbomb, hooks both legs, and only able to get a 2.
Only able to get a 2. Shaw, that was barely a shoulder up there. Kenny Mitch, one more of those, and that's going to do it.
We're seeing just how deadly of a striker Kenneth can be as he lays in the elbows to Johnny D again, this time with the elbow drop.
And, you know, I think, you know, when we're talking about the ego of Johnny D, he's always had this ego. But now that he is, wait a minute here.
Wait a second here. Wait a second. Spitball, dodge, huge right hand. Connects with the lariat from Kenny Mitch. And now picking up Johnny D. Has him up on the shoulders. Slits him out.
Could we see a pinfall here? But no.
No. Instead has to drag him away from the ropes. I think knew he's not going to beat Johnny D with a power move. He needs that spitball.
And there connects. It is perfectly.
2. No, Johnny D able to kick out. And I've got to say, smart move there by Kenny Mitch, positioning himself between Johnny D and the ropes, making sure Johnny D couldn't get that rope break, but it still was not to be.
Absolutely, and before I was going to say, Shaw, that now that he's backed up by the American Nightmare, so to speak, the confidence is at an all-time high, and now he has somebody else in his corner to kind of reinforce it. But this wind that Kenny Mitch has been on, this momentum streak in this matchup at this point, has totally turned me about as Kenny Mitch suicide dive through the ropes.
And it just shows how explosive of a competitor Kenny Mitch is. Johnny D was in control of so much of this match, but Kenny Mitch found his openings and took control, and this is what that has been the story ever since. As now on the outside, got locked in the House of Pain here.
And thank you for referring to that move as the House of Pain. Nobody does, but put some respect on the name.
Now, though, it might be enough to get a submission, but this is not Falls Count anywhere. That'll be taking place later tonight with Max Wheeler and Emma Barkley, but it is definitely damaging the back of Johnny D, who kicks off Kenny Mitch. And now, though, Kenny catches him with his own variation of the Demon's Grip on the outside, looking to get Johnny D embarrassed here in front of Kenny Mitch's home country of England.
And is he going to hold this out for the 20 count, Shaw?
Sure, he'd love to, but Johnny D fighting his way out of it.
Johnny D trying to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't blame him.
Off the ropes. Huge line, though, from Johnny D. And he has evened the playing field once more. Turns him around. Kenny Mitch, though, able to find an opening. Gets caught. Bear hug. And Kenny Mitch might be forced to submit here. The power of Johnny D. And Kenny Mitch has to tap out.
Well, Johnny D said he was going to keep it to the basics, and you don't get more basic than a damn hug. Holy crap. In front of
Johnny
his hometown.
Don't know if his hometown, definitely his home country. And Johnny D, a huge win. Talked about keeping it to basics tonight. An arm drag, a bear hug, getting the victories. But Kenny Mitch, a disappointing loss. Johnny D, though, picks up a huge win.
Absolutely, Johnny D looking forward into his future, and in the shadow, or no longer in the shadow of Kenny Mitch, it's looking bright.
Absolutely, and of course both those men going to be in the final Countdown Rumble later on tonight. But before we get to that, we obviously have Roy Winters versus the Entertainer. The Monster versus Monster. Brawn versus Brain. 1-on-1.
Absolutely. This feud began many months ago, and we thought it concluded with a stabbing. We thought it concluded with, unfortunately, the demise of one of our beloved characters here, our beloved wrestlers here in CPW, but Troy came back, and now we've been caught in this whirlwind of chaos that hopefully ends tonight here in England.
Roy Winters, you see the bandaged stomach. Here's something to keep in mind, Jimmy. This man has not wrestled since that attack in the parking lot, since those injuries took place. But his last match was against Entertainer, and he was able to pick up the win. The question, though, that is begged to be seen, can a Troy Winters that is less than 100% beat the Entertainer?
That remains to be seen. Like you said, Troy is still considerably damaged. We see those bandaged abdomen region there. We see those scars that are peeking out just a little bit. We don't know how or at what percentage Troy Winters is functioning. And I guess the only test is going to be this matchup here tonight.
Troy Winters looking as determined as ever, not wanting to show any sign of weakness to the Entertainer.
Absolutely not. And you got to admit, it's a different Troy Winters. He didn't come out in his own merch tonight. He came out in a black shirt. I think that's just a symbol, a signifier of how this match is going to go. There's no time for any niceties, no time for any self-promo. This is about, you know, beating some guy's ass, and I think that's the only thing on his mind. And that's if you can call the entertainer a guy. I don't know if you would call this guy or this being a guy, but I don't want to be anywhere near him.
And entertainer as he makes his way to the ring. I mean,
it's definitely a creepy aura, so to speak, when you see this individual, this creature in the flesh. And he stinks too. Well, starting this matchup off, entertainer taking it to Troy Winters here, going right after that midsection. And yet again, the crowd is counting along. Unbelievable, but Troy Winters fighting back the best he can. But back and forth, referee Loretta Seymour is gonna have a hard time keeping track of this. And now entertainer, arm drag off the ropes. Shoots the leg here.
And a near fall there for entertainer as he goes up to the top rope. Troy Winters tries to go and meet him, and you saw as he went to jump, Troy Winters tripped the legs out from under, sent entertainer tumbling to the ground, and this is the opening Troy Winters needed.
Absolutely. There may very well have been some ring rust there. We talk about he hasn't been in an official match in a very long time. But now, getting that little bit of momentum might, you know, spell the difference here for Troy Winters.
Absolutely. It's now knee to the side of the head of entertainer, and entertainer, he just got right back up asking for more. Troy Winters more than willing to oblige, scooping him up like a child.
Absolutely. I mean, I hope you don't treat your kids like that, but entertainer, go for it. Now ringing the arm and dropping the leg. And now on the
goes around, huge lariat to the back of the head.
And this is where things are going to get interesting. This is where entertainer excels. You know, on the outside where, you know, he doesn't see the boundaries of where the rules are. That barely padded concrete in that environment, those steel steps and all of it combined. You know, that gets his blood flowing if he does have any blood.
Well, I'm sure Troy Winters would love to find out, but needs to get his way back in this match. Those elbows are a good start. Has got Troy Winters up fireman's carry position. Hangs him up to dry there on that top rope. Now double stomp right to the guts and went for that 2000 combo. Not able to get it.
Not able to get it in the slightest, and just working away on the extremities there. The crowd is incensed. They're chanting, break his fingers. I almost said crack his fingers. Do whatever, entertainer. I don't even know anymore. Final countdown is going to be a hell of a night for us.
The arm drag connects, picks up Troy Winters here though. Looking for something big as he sends him into the corner. Oh, and here we see the big top bash. Bashing in those strikes to Troy Winters as he falls into the cover. But it's not enough.
Not enough, and I don't know how Troy Winters is able to withstand that weaponry colliding with his chest. We see those spikes on the forearms of the entertainer. I don't know how that's legal, and I don't know how people deal with it. But the masochism tango.
After wondering for a while, masochism tango. Troy Winters escapes. Slamming it towards entertainer inside out. Goes into the cover. That might have just well done it. No. But Troy calls up entertainer to his feet. The fall of Troy. And just as he beat entertainer before, no, not able to win with the foot on the chest once again. No. A second one. And again, just the foot on the chest. Troy Winters has slayed his demon.
Definitely making an impact here in London, England. And I, can only hope that that keeps the entertainer at bay for at least a little bit here to allow Covenant Pro Wrestling to recuperate from the turmoil that he causes. But for now, let's give a standing ovation to Troy Winters coming back from insurmountable odds.
Absolutely. And now we move on from one violent match to another. Emma Barkley versus Max Wheeler. These two women went to a 20-minute time limit draw on Uproar the last time we saw it. The main reason, kept fighting on the outside where no decision could take place. Now, falls count anywhere. And
there's no time limit
to see a winner. That's right, no time limit. One woman must win.
And if you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. Otherwise, Emma Barkley is gonna whack you upside the head with a skateboard.
California sweetheart, Emma Barkley. See her taking this moment, surveying the ring.
And one of the interesting things about this feud for me is that both of these competitors are beloved by the fans. This isn't, the typical villain versus hero story. These two women, they, have the crowd divided because no one wants to bet against either. And, even trying to come to terms with the odds here, I can't even pick on who I'd bet on.
Well, here comes Max Wheeler, who, if you're a betting person, you could maybe bet on being a women's champion within the next calendar year, as she holds that golden opportunity briefcase. Hell, she might become a women's champion tonight, should she choose. But Max Wheeler can't focus too much on the future. Can't focus on if she's going to cash in tonight. She's in for a war with Emma Barkley.
Absolutely, and we talk about, Max having that briefcase and, to be quite, forward here. I don't think Max thinks that far ahead. I think she thinks about the moment, what she's currently doing, and that's about it.
I mean, it's served her well so far. It's what won her that briefcase. And now the question is, can it win her this Falls Count Anywhere match? Like we said, no time limit, no disqualifications, no countouts. There must be a winner. Loretta Seymour drawing the assignment for this match, and we are off.
And it's good to see Loretta Seymour getting back in on more of the action here in CPW, as the action spills to the outside almost immediately.
Early cover from Max. Loretta needs to make sure those shoulders are down. Only a 1. You see Max just sort of slapping her face a little bit there. Not out of frustration, but probably just, you know, feeling the energy of this early start.
You know, it's frustrating, especially when you have a competitor that you know that you can go toe-to-toe with, but you haven't been able to complete the assignment, haven't been able to complete the job. And now, on this stage, it's either put up or shut up, and which one is going to put up?
Well, right now, submission locked in on Max Wheeler on that damaged knee. And we know Emma Barkley has been so hungry, almost desperate for an opportunity at that Women's Championship. You've got to feel a win here tonight may very well put her in line for that title shot. You know, a lot of people, I think, would have maybe pegged Selena Adams as the rightful number contender, but after her loss tonight, you've got to feel the window for who it could be has been blown wide open.
Oh, absolutely. As things may be about to get even more dangerous here.
And again, locks in the submission. She's targeting that knee. That is, you see the brace on. You've got to feel Emma Barkley has a game plan here tonight.
100%. Of course, that, you know, dreaded ball pit injury at McDonald's sent Max Wheeler into the world of knee braces. And now it looks like she might have to double them up or something, because after this matchup, I'd highly doubt she's going to be able to walk.
That's 2 straight knee bars there from Emma Barkley. And I think Max Wheeler's had enough. Powerball position. Sends her onto the apron and slams her against it, nearly going head first against the steel steps. Now targeting Emma's knee to see how she likes it.
I don't think she likes it very much.
Well, Max Wheeler sends Emma up against the side of the barricade. A scoop and a slam drops Emma.
And that was a pretty hefty scoop slam. Usually, you know, pick up, put down, you know, wipe your hands clean of it and move on, right? But that one, you know, had some stank on it.
And now we see a submission from the side of Max Wheeler. The STF locked in, trying to get the submission victory here against Emma Barkley. I think at this point, with how close both those women were to winning, they don't want to just beat the opponent. They want the other opponent to tap out. They want them to say, hey, I quit, you're the better competitor.
Absolutely, and it's going to take quite the assault, quite the combination to put either of these women out, because they are just too damn determined. Wait a minute. There are no rules in this matchup, so everything is fair game.
The kendo stick introduced, but the drop kick disarms Emma Barkley. Now Max sends her up and over and looks to grab the weapon herself, chases her out of the ring, and just repeatedly smacking her with that cane and breaks it over the head of Emma Barkley. Goes into the cover in the shattered splinters, but it's not enough.
Not enough. Emma Barkley is just too damn determined, too damn tough. And that's where we talk about the tough women here in CPW. There's so many of them, as a shotgun dropkick sends Max Wheeler down. Emma Barkley pinfall, but only a 1.
Some force behind that kick out. Max Wheeler kicking out with a point to prove, as now she lights her up with the chops and a power bomb on the outside, destroying the spine of Emma Barkley. Now, she got him right here, just face first. Max Wheeler is sadistic in this match.
You know, we never said she wasn't. We always knew that she could go to this level. But we didn't know how much Emma Barkley could, contend with, could deal with. Because it seems like the more violent that Max Wheeler gets, Emma Barkley just becomes that much more determined.
As now Max Wheeler looking for some more plunder under the ring, got herself the equalizer. Not choosing to use it though, leaving it out there.
Maybe she saw
Then lifts up Emma.
what exactly she grabbed. Sometimes it's a grab bag when you go under that ring. You never know what you're going to pull out. Maybe that was just a little bit too much for this matchup.
It's now laying in the strikes, laying in the shots on Emma Barkley is Max Wheeler. And Max, gets sent to the ground. Emma finally getting an opening here in this matchup. Looking to ride the wave with that knee strike. She's not done. Has her up on the shoulders. California dreaming.
And that's got to be it. Max Wheeler on the barely padded concrete. 1, 2, but only a 2.
Only just a 2 for now. Emma Barkley gotta start digging deep here against Max Wheeler. Sends her up against the barricade. Face first. Now what you got in mind here? Gut wrench powerbomb on the outside. Here again, going after the knee brace, maybe looking to set up for the knee bar once more. No, grabbing the equalizer that Max Wheeler left out for her.
And it just says something, how personal this has become. I don't think they're quite enemies, but I think both of these women have an agreement that they're willing to do anything that it takes to put the other down. And that includes, shortening careers here.
Now Emma Barkley got Max Wheeler. Hammerlock, back suplex on the outside. Just limb by limb tearing apart Max Wheeler. And it's Emma Barkley now rising up, meeting the violence of Max Wheeler. It is now Max Wheeler to see if she can rise to the determination of Emma Barkley. As this one goes back into the ring, Emma Barkley taking a moment to catch her breath.
In the face of Emma Barkley was kind of like, can you believe this shit? Wait a minute.
Wait a second. California dreaming. Max Wheeler with the disrespect. Hooks that outside leg. And Emma Barkley refuses.
Psychological weapons are weapons all the same.
It's Emma now in panic mode. Got her up for the power bomb. As we see Emma Barkley doing whatever she can to try and put down Max Wheeler. Now going back to the outside. Emma with possibly some devious plans, going for the cover after that tumble. Not even a 1.
Not even
And
a 1.
Max Wheeler looking incensed. I think I saw fear in the eyes of Emma Barkley. As now Emma's got her up. Back suplex. No! Fights out of it with the bulldog, does Max Wheeler.
And fear is an appropriate response at this point, because as they inch closer to that ramp is nothing but steel. There's no padding on that ramp.
Oh. Kick to the gut by Wheeler. Emma sends her up the ramp. What the hell she got in mind here? She goes stalking Max Wheeler. Max Wheeler fighting out of it. Has her up. Got the gut buster there. As now goes for a cutter. Not able to get it. Ducks the line. Does Wheeler. And the quid shot drops Emma Barkley. As these two brawling up the entrance ramp. They might go all the way backstage.
They very well may do so. They may be on the streets of London in just a moment.
Now, spear from Max Wheeler. Rolls back into the cover, but it's still not enough.
And I thought it was, gonna be it for the night. And the fans in that section in the front row having a good old time.
Wait a second. Trailer hitch onto the ramp. That's gotta be it. No!
Unbelievable resolve from Emma Barkley.
And now, on the outside. Sit out! No, not even a sit out, a last ride. I think that was the last gasp of Emma Barkley. Gotta give it up to the resilience, but Max Wheeler picks up the win.
Absolutely, Max Wheeler did indeed take it to the max here in London, England, and that is only some of the action we're gonna see of that caliber tonight because we've got a whole hell of a lot to do left to go.
We've got 3 title matches still to come. A lot.
Oh God. Whenever I hear this music, I just want to puke.
As making his way down to the ring, we appear to have the displeasure of being joined by one Colin
Prince. Universally unliked here or anywhere else. The London fans not receptive to his appearance here tonight.
You hear just the chorus of boos raining down. And I thought I wasn't gonna have to see this guy till the Rumble. What's he even doing out here?
I have literally no idea. And honestly, I don't want to know. I hope he turns around. I hope he walks back up the ramp. And I hope he gets on the first plane home. And how does such a big guy have such a tiny, tiny head?
Sure, he'll tell you. Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. Ladies and crumpets, it is I, your MC of the AN, the final and forever CWL Vindication World's Champion, the Lord of the Lariat, Colin Prince. And considering I am a prince, I must say I expected a much warmer reception from a place that worships a thing as outdated and antiquated as a monarch. But I'm not here about me. No, I'm here because we have a new TV champion in Seth Dallas. I'm here because Seth Dallas has an announcement. I am here to announce that Seth Dallas will be making his first defense of the television title when we get back to America. You see, it's bad enough that American Instinct has to compete in tonight's Rumble in front of all of you colonizers. But we refuse to have the legendary first defense from the most exciting competitor in the sport today to be held in front of a bunch of dirty tea chuggers. So next up, Seth Dallas will defend his title against anyone that is a man enough to go up against the Chopper.
Oh, wait a minute. We talk about someone that is man enough. Tony making his way out to the ring.
Sorry, and yeah, Tony Samuels making his way down to the ring. You've got to feel he has something to say about what Colin's saying here in front of all of these Brits.
It has been over a year since I've seen Seth Dallas. It has been over a year since I've fought Seth Dallas. It has been over a year since I've lost to Seth Dallas. And in that time, I've gone on a pilgrimage proving that I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I think it's high time I prove I'm one of the best wrestlers on television. Colin, you came out here to find Dallas's first title defense, right? Well, you're looking right at him.
Listen here, Tony. Normally, I wouldn't give you a title shot based off the fact that you got famous for another man saying your name. But actually, it's not my call. You see, Seth has a special policy. He'll face anyone, and I mean anyone, except for you.
Oh, really? Anyone? Anyone at all?
Yeah, that's what I said, you melon farming piece of shit.
Okay, well then I guess Darnester has a title match next up, right?
And I guess he will. We'll see you. Hey, wait a second. No, you get your ass back here. Hey! Hey, you don't book the matches. Tony! Get back here so I can Krav Maga you, you mother...
Well, as that situation comes to an end, we find out that Darnester is going to have a TV title shot on the next Uproar, but right now he's going to have a ladder match with, London's own Elliot Baker. And I've been told that this is for a future championship opportunity if any of these men are, to hold one of them in the future.
Well, you called them from London, but a bit more accurately, the nerd from Norwich, England. Ebac making his way down to the ring, the conductor of the controller, the Hyrulean High Flyer. But tonight, can the High Flyer climb high enough to grab that briefcase? I've seen this man compete in ladder matches before. Let's just say he's kind of got a knack for him. Darnester's got his work cut out for him here tonight.
Absolutely. And, London, Norwich, it's all the same to me. I basically get paid to say the wrong things. So as we proceed into this match, the one thing that I know I'm not going to get wrong is this one is going to be one to watch because Ebac never, and I mean never, disappoints.
Darnester makes his way down to the ring, fresh off of learning he has a TV title shot in 2 weeks' time.
And with the stipulation of this matchup, could that bode well also for Ebac here?
It well could, but gotta keep in the back of your minds, this might be a slight advantage for Darnester, that no one from England has won so far tonight. And you've got to feel Darnester, much as he loves the fans, would probably not mind playing spoiler to a bit of, well, hometown victory.
Those darns sound an awful lot like yeses, but I have to say, sure, I know that the home field advantage or the home country advantage hasn't worked well here tonight, but Ebac coming out in this, attire, signifying that he's doing this for his creed, so to speak. I think he's gonna have a pretty good time in this matchup. He seems focused.
Absolutely, as this one's underway, Ebac starting this one off. We've got to remember both these two men's tag partners had a ladder match on last Uproar. Dow Ranger able to win in that 5-minute White Boy Challenge. Now Ebac has got Darnester up. Shades of Maverick Dallas as he slams him down for that power bomb. Shouts out to the Order.
Shouts out to anybody watching CPW at home or on YouTube or wherever the hell you are. As that forearm.
The Emerald Elbow of Darnester. A staple of the King's Road. As now Darnester looks to send him to the outside. Big right hand. And another one. Oh, Ebac catches the third. But Darnester turns him around. Connects with a European uppercut.
So does everything become an emerald something if you wear enough green?
No, it's just the elbow and the driver.
Got you.
As now, though, Ebac catches the foot. Huge lariat takes down Darnester. Darnester sliding down to the apron, and Ebac taking this moment to grab a ladder from the outside. As Darnester still tries to regain his bearings. That suplex on the outside, looking to keep Darnester down to give Ebac ample time to start working on that padlock that has the briefcase.
Absolutely, and I do want to, acknowledge that both of these men do know the combination, but it's just such a convoluted system that inputting those numbers is not an easy task. You combine that with doing it, standing on a 10-foot ladder, it's not the easiest thing to do.
Here in CPW, nothing's easy. And Ebac and Darnester look to show that here tonight. As Ebac's got him up, thinking Ebac slam. Darnester, though, shooting those elbows into the side of the head.
And I think one of the advantages that Darnester has in this matchup is that he's one of the main trainers for CPW. Of course, he works with the youngins that are up and coming in CPW, but he's the guy that's always in the gym. He sees people training 24/7. And he knows what each and every one of his opponents are going to try to bring to the table.
Ooh, but to keep on that sort of thread, Ebac has the advantage of momentum on his side. He just had that fantastic match against Benjamin Balder. He has been on fire since returning from injury that was caused by Will Sheridan. As now, Ebac got a ladder, Darnester's got a chair, swinging for the fences. And I think he doesn't realize this isn't a chairs match, but it's still all legal.
Absolutely. Once ladders come into play, all the other shenanigans you'll find under the ring are also fair game.
As now, Ebac went to go climb. Darnester cuts him off at the pass. Almost a football-esque tackle.
I'd imagine it has something to do with all this ladder match training that Darn has been doing lately.
As now both men climbing to the top. And this is where things can start to get dangerous. These two brawling. Oh, choking. Darnester, all legal like we said. And just sends them down. And now Ebac able to start working on that briefcase.
Trying to get it, fumbling a bit. We said it's not easy, but one number down. Only 4 more to go. 2 numbers down.
And Darnester finally starting to stir, but is it too little too late? He needs to stop Ebac now, and he does. Electric chair. And now Darnester has a chance. Ebac kicks him in the gut. Sends him off the ropes. Oh, a little bit of a malfunction at the junction here. Suplex takes down Darnester. And I think Ebac's looking for the NVIDIA driver. But Darnester escapes. Back body drop. Ebac fights to his feet. Got him up. Ebac slam. Lands it. Darnester rolls to the outside. Ebac, no one to stop him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ebac in the ring all by his lonesome. And he is able to do so to win this match. Unbelievable.
And unfortunately, it does not appear Dan Darnester will be getting that crisp high five that Tony Samuels promised him should he win.
Well, a valiant effort here, but in front of the home country. Ebac breaking the spell here tonight of the hometown advantage, I guess you could say.
Absolutely. Little bit busted open, but it's all right. The Hyrulean High Flyer climbed high, won big.
Absolutely, he's going to take a health potion. Health potion after this matchup, but big, as you say, the Kingsman versus the Asylum, the one to settle it all.
And folks, we have received word from Alex Clark. Due to the attack orchestrated by the Asylum last Uproar, and given the Asylum's recent inability to win, the added stipulation to this match, no championships advantage. The only way for the Asylum to retain the title is to win by pinfall or submission. James, it could not be Final Countdown without these two men right here.
Absolutely not. Coming out to the London crowd, finally wanting to put an end to this story.
And we saw all the way back at, I want to say, at Ultimatum, that these two won the right to become #1 contenders in their debut. And now they have the chance to become champions.
And now there's really nothing standing in their way. You know, they've had the luck on their side, the advantage on their side with how they've been performing as compared to the champions.
So now the champions. Butch, Jack Carnage.
Kind of a couple of polarizing figures here in CPW. It's a guy, you know, a couple of guys you don't really want to like, but you respect very much for their ability in usual cases to get the job done and put on absolutely beautiful matches and showcases. But recently, they haven't quite lived up to the par, and the fans have alluded to that. They've voiced that opinion. And tonight they have a chance to win them back.
Yeah, I mean, we saw going nearly to time limit, under a minute remaining against Kings Road. Going to time limit against the team they beat for the titles, Shane Roberts and Leo Carter. Jack Carnage could not beat Johnny Gemini. Butch could not beat Doc Wrestling Jr. The champs are showing weakness. There is blood in the water, but it's on both sides. After that choke slam through the table, you've got to feel Johnny Gemini is not 100% going into this one. Any advantage the Kingsman might have had going in, you've got to feel, has been evened out by that attack from the Asylum.
And now it's just anybody's game here.
And folks, this is our first of 3 title matches here tonight. And we can confirm that whoever comes up short tonight, whoever does not walk out with those tag titles, will be in the Final Countdown Rumble. But right now, they can't be focused on that. The tag titles, the most important titles for these competitors, considering they're in the tag division. You've got to feel they're going to give it their all here tonight.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, both teams have been giving it their all. It's just a measure of, you know, how good that is.
Butch goes in against Dr. Wrestling Jr. These two faced off last Uproar. Butch not able to seal the deal after a hard-fought matchup between the two. Now, Dr. Wrestling Jr. was looking to springboard. Butch, very smart to not let Dr. Wrestling Jr. get his, lucha libre style to start running. As now, deadlift German drops Dr. Wrestling Jr. on the back of his neck, and it is not looking good so far for the Kingsman.
Not at all, but that could change at a moment's notice. The tides that turn within these matchups, especially between these two tag teams, there's a multitude of that happening. It's back and forth. It's unpredictable. And that's kind of why, not having a clear victor or not having a clear line of championships here in CPW has been so frustrating for the fans.
Absolutely, and Dr. Wrestling Jr., you've got to feel right now trying to do his best to get over to Johnny Gemini, but Jack Harnage doing whatever he can to keep Dr. Wrestling Jr. in no man's land. Now, we heard the referee counting as Butch was still in the ring. Gotta keep in mind, Asylum, I have to be careful. A DQ loss means Kingsmen win the titles.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Asylum, it has come to this.
Jack Harnage fights his way back. Another running headbutt. And you see, taking a moment to gloat, doesn't see Dr. Wrestling Jr. tag in Johnny Gemini.
He sees him now. Another one of those headbutts.
And Gemini taken down by the larger competitor. Gets swung out onto the knee.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that you said, with Gemini in that sentence, the larger competitor. Gemini is kind of a big guy. He's not small. So Jack Harnage is just built like a bus here.
Absolutely. And now we're seeing just the beat down from Jack Harnage. As he looks to line up the shot, Dr. Wrestling Jr. not allowed to do anything to stop it. As Harnage and the Asylum as a whole has been in firm control of this match. And you see them talking strategy over in their corner here. Although giving Gemini a bit of time to get to his feet, Jack Harnage still in firm control of this matchup. Of course, spoke a little too soon, as now we see Johnny Gemini able to fight his way out of it.
There's not much that, either of these teams can't fight their way out of.
Absolutely. Now, though, Butch tagged in to fight Johnny Gemini, and Gemini gets caught with the DDT. The champs have had an answer for everything tonight. Their backs against the wall. They are putting up rather than shutting up. You've got to admire that.
Absolutely. Even though they're the champions, I would say in this matchup that they're the ones that have the most to prove, rather.
Absolutely, as Butch continues to wear down on Johnny Gemini. And they just want to keep this at this sort of spot. They want to just keep ping-ponging Gemini between the two of them as they send him off the ropes. Double shoulder tackle takes him down off the ropes. Knees from Jack Harnage, and Dr. Wrestling Jr. seen enough. Quinn shot to Jack Harnage.
And sometimes you want to abide by the rules. You want to do what the official says, but sometimes you just got to stand up for your guy. But in doing so, Dr. Wrestling Jr. has been busted open on the apron.
Oh, but it might have given Johnny Gemini the opening he needed. Got that cross-face chicken leg locked in. Gotta say, this is not what Jack Harnage wants to be, but able to escape. Now, sunset flip from Harnage has the leg hooked, but not enough. As though Gemini off the ropes with an elbow. This could be the opening he needs. Into the cover. But only one. There's so much energy left in the bodies of the Asylum.
Absolutely, and thankfully for Gemini, he got that tag. You know, he sorely needed that.
Although, you see Harnage targeting the arm of Dr. Wrestling Jr. and laying in the strikes.
And that's the confusing thing about Jack Harnage. He's such a big guy, but he's got such speed and such agility that every time
did
he
you
gets...
see that though? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Dr. Wrestling Jr. Intercepted the chalk block with a Shining Wizard, connects with a Quinn shot, and I agree, the speed of Jack Harnage, not to be understated, but we are seeing the mind of Dr. Wrestling Jr. on full display as he is baiting in Butch, and Butch keeps falling for it.
Absolutely, the doctor from Tijuana doing what he can, but Butch somehow... Wait a minute. Another answer.
Like I said, baited him in. And now has him up. Fighting Buster there. Tags in Gemini.
Well, that true Gemini driver by Doc Wrestling Jr. And now Butch may be about to, you know, deal with the real thing.
Into the cover. Only one though. Gemini starting to get some fire back into his lungs. As Butch lifts up Gemini. Looking to do whatever we can to put him away. Still fighting out of the corner, but the numbers game in no man's land. Johnny Gemini fighting with all he's got. He knows Kingsman finally has the momentum. He can't afford to lose it.
Absolutely not.
There you see just what I mean. Not even giving Butch a second to breathe. He cannot afford for the Kingsman to get iced out by the champions.
Not at all. And, you know, I do want to acknowledge that, you know, Butch is from Manchester, England. So he's kind of got at least one or two people in this crowd on his side.
Oh, wait a second here. I think Johnny Gemini might be out for a bit of revenge here against the Asylum.
And it seems he's going after Harnage, the man who put him through that table.
Up to a count of 8 here is Loretta Seymour as Butch rolls in, tag made to Dr. Wrestling Jr. And again catches him with the Shining Wizard. He knows Butch constantly likes to go low for that chop block. He has it scouted. Now, that judo toss targeting the shoulder. Maybe looking to pop it out of the socket there. Dislocation would be fatal for the Asylum's title reign. Now, punch to the gut from Gemini. European uppercut sends him out. Looking to follow it up. Drop driver. Into the cover. But there's Jack Harnage to spoil the party.
And I don't know if you guys saw it on the screen, but Loretta Seymour kept Butch, or kept Jack Harnage from coming in during that exchange.
And you saw Doc, he wanted him in so he could give him some general anesthesia. Tags in Johnny Gemini now, and Harnage is right back up already. The lariat not able to take the big man down. I thought after general anesthesia that Jack Harnage would at least be rocked, but no, we're seeing Johnny Gemini have to fight tooth and nail to keep this man down.
You know, it's one thing to be as strong as Jack Harnage, but to be as strong as and as confident in that strength as Jack Harnage is a completely different thing. The confidence factor in his ability is the difference maker.
As now goes for the headbutt, does Butch, but able to intercept into a headlock was Gemini for a short amount of time. Went for the big boot. Butch able to duck under. Went again for the headbutt. Gemini knows how deadly that headbutt can be. Has been doing a great job at avoiding it.
Absolutely, and now we see things switching up just a little bit. Doc going up to the top, but Butch not willing to stay down and see what happens. Tosses them into the center of the ring.
Lying in wait was the champion, but now off the ropes, huge from Dr. Wrestling Jr. And now, what's he got in mind? Targets the knee with that cross body.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing any technical malfunctions, that was my colleague Alexander Shaw jumping up and down from the excitement of this matchup.
Dragon suplex connects. Now has him up, connects again with that. Don't even know what to call it. Full Nelson facebuster, but not enough.
I would have said like a double underhook or something, but either way, effective, just not enough to put the champions away.
Oh, Doc went for anesthesia. Jack Harnage able to sidestep, picks him up, puts him down. And the Psycho Driver takes him, puts him in the middle of the ring. I think Jack Harnage, he wants to pin him, but I don't think he's done. He wants to inflict more pain on Dr. Wrestling Jr. Doc, though, up to his feet. Misses the DDT right on the tailbone for Jack Harnage.
Yeah, Doc just slipped out of that one and now able to get the tag.
Gemini sending Harnage over to the corner. Thinking big here, scooping a slam. Calls him up to the feet. Might be looking. Can he get a witness? He can. Blockbuster connects. One ends Butch though.
Butch able to break that up. He certainly witnessed the witness there and knew exactly what he needed to do. But props to Johnny Gemini for continuing the assault, using the extremities, those arms, to kind of confine his opponent here.
European uppercut connects, folks. This is normally when I start to tell you about the time limit in this match. No time limit, like I said, no champion's advantage. And now Gemini's picked up. Oh, that huge roundhouse. The Jack in the box. Wait a second. Johnny Gemini grabbing the rope before the count of three. Loretta Seymour didn't see it. The champs find a way to keep a hold of their titles nonetheless.
Unbelievable. There was not going to be any, countouts or any DQs that weren't going to overturn this situation, but they found the one loophole. Unbelievable.
But there you see it. Grabs the rope just in time. And hey, a win's a win's a win. They are still your tag team champions.
And they're happy with that. They are thrilled with this result.
I mean, hey, any means necessary has been the MO of the Asylum, it seems, these past couple months. And they have retained that title by any means necessary here tonight. But, speaking of which, we're up to our next title match. Diego Ryan, the kid, become a man.
Absolutely.
Goes up against Jacob Clark, the prodigal son, become champion. Only one of these men will walk out with the championship tonight.
Absolutely. I was going to say that, the fire of the dragon spirit has now become the Mexican moment maker. And this moment for Diego Ryan is the biggest one that he's ever experienced. Can he get the job done after all he's done to get here?
And Diego Ryan, a man who if you've been watching the last few episodes of Uproar, has come into his own. He won the unique opportunity at Ultimatum, and he was given the Devil's deal by our general manager, Alex Shaw. Win the tournament or enter first in the Rumble.
Well, our general manager, Alex Clark, not Alex Shaw. Alex Shaw, I'm sitting right next to you, but it's good to hear your name.
Hey, I mean, listen, I've been calling too many names tonight, but regardless, Diego Ryan proceeded to beat both William Black and Mac Daddy Furnace to make to the finals. Then, despite a bloody battle against Daniel Horror, seeming like it was going to set him back, beat the odds and defeated Will Sheridan to earn this shot. You can call him an underdog. You can call him, not world champ material, but you can't deny he has not earned this opportunity. Tonight, the kid becomes the man. Tonight, the Dragon Hero's journey, one way or another, comes to an end. But the question remains, will Diego Ryan become a champion?
That is the question, and it's one we're going to answer momentarily.
Jacob Clark from Exeter, England, repping the Kingsmen. He calls himself a cut above the rest. And we have not seen him since he won that title. But remember what he did to win it. He went to war with his own brother, with his own blood, Jamie Clark, to win that title. You've got to feel Jacob Clark is not going to let it go easily. Yes, Diego Ryan has overcome so much to get here, but the largest mountain to climb stands right there with that title across his shoulder. Jacob Clark is the mountaintop. Jacob Clark is the world's champion here in the men's division. Dragon Kid Diego Ryan, well, time to see if his training has made him ready to reach the top of the mountain.
Absolutely, and I think there's a lot of parallels between these two individuals. Dragon Kid is the underdog overall in CPW, and, the underdog in his own family, Jacob Clark. He's now a cut above, but not too many months ago, he was known as a string below his brother and his father. And now he's risen to the occasion. Could Diego Ryan, do the same thing here tonight?
Tonight is about two men that many say have no business being here. But one will be leaving here with that title belt. As Leonard Seymour holds it, he shows both competitors what they'll be fighting for. A title, as far as I'm aware, Diego Ryan has never held in any company. He has never held the World's Championship. Tonight, he gets a chance to do that for the first time. And immediately out the gates goes Jacob Clark. Diego Ryan, though, fights out with the punches to the gut. And now, looking to springboard early. Moonsault, Styles on him with the DDT. Diego Ryan with a fiery start to this match.
Absolutely, the name has changed, but the fire remains. Diego Ryan is here, and he's showing us exactly why.
The athleticism on display. This is what Diego Ryan's going to want to do. He's not going to be able to outmuscle Jacob Clark, but the Lucha Libre high-flying, of Diego Ryan is where he's going to be making his stand, but that is not what he wants. And you see now the target being painted. That powerbomb into the elbow drop. The back has become the target for Jacob Clark. And you've got to keep in mind here, James, Jacob Clark hasn't wrestled since Ultimatum. Diego Ryan, well, he's been wrestling every uproar, and he has been getting, for lack of a better term, his ass beat every uproar. He is not coming into this 100%.
Oh, absolutely not. Any match that Diego Ryan is in, he's giving 100%. And over time, that creates chinks in the armor that he hasn't given himself time to heal from, to rest, or do anything. He is the workhorse here on Covenant Pro Wrestling. And, you know, that's one of the main reasons why he is here. But it could also be one of the reasons why tonight things may not go his way.
Very well could be. Right now, he's got himself back into the match nicely. But again, the target's been painted as now the double stomp connects onto the chest, as now these two going back and forth. Jacob Clark has him up on the shoulders. Oh, this is not good for Diego Ryan as Jacob Clark sends him crashing to the outside, spine first. And that is disastrous for Diego Ryan. He's up right away, but the damage is done.
Absolutely. He's good at, you know, kind of brushing it off, but you can hide it on the outside, but you feel it definitely inside.
As now Diego Ryan sent off the ropes, a little bit of malfunction at the junction there. Catches him. Hold on. Moment maker. And is that enough? No. That moment in the making, formerly known as the Bahamut Spear 2, what won him the #1 contendership for this match, is not enough just yet to put this one to bed. As now, what in the hell is this? Diego, you're insane! That's halfway across the ring! Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Coast to coast!
The velocity on that, the former gymnast known as Diego Ryan, showing exactly what skills he has. And, you know, they're unparalleled here in CPW.
Now, looking for the big shot he needs to put this away. He hits this, it might be over. And now, fall from grace. Are we seeing a new champion? 2? No. Diego Ryan staying on him. He knows he's got the champ rocked after that Shining Wizard keeps him down. Lifting up Jacob Clark. Jacob, kick to the gut. Looks to send Diego off the ropes. Catches him with the neck breaker. Into the cover. To retain the championship, only one. The defiance of Diego Ryan, but that kick to the side of the head from Jacob Clark.
Absolutely nothing you can do about that. You get stomped in the head. You're going to feel it. It's going to affect you throughout the duration of the match. The only thing that Diego can do now is hold on and look for an opening.
But that is easier said than done as he's lifted up. No, able to escape. And now connects Sleep Blade. Diego Ryan avoids disaster, connects with a drop kick. Now a second chance at life here. Sends him into the corner, I think looking for the fall from Grace once more. But gets turned around by Jacob Clark. Jacob not able to connect. European uppercut sends him out. Diego Ryan looking to fly. Back elbow. And the champ forced to roll away. Diego Ryan sends him to the ground. This one going to the outside. Diego knows he cannot win this one via countout. He needs to pin or submit the champion to walk away with the title. And that's why he's going up high. But a big miss might have just cost him.
Wait a minute.
Bahamut Spirit 2. Bolt into the cover. No.
The Dragon Spirit still raging in the Mexican Moment Maker. Diego Ryan, as he's going yet again, perhaps, for that Bahamut Spirit to that Moment Maker.
No, forearm shiver. Shot to the injured back, another one. Up on the shoulders. Dropped.
2 tickets to your clown fall, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. But no.
The challenger, ever defiant of the champion. But the rolling elbow. Clock has struck midnight on the Cinderella story. No.
Oh my
More
God,
seconds
Joe.
added to the clock. Sand, grains of sand still in the hourglass, but it's not enough. Rolled over into the sleeper.
And
Fight.
Diego fighting.
Fight, Diego, fight with the elbows. Lariat.
Quite a night to see people get dumped over the top rope. We're going to see a hell of a lot more of that later on in the Rumble. But right now, Diego Ryan finding his momentum, sending the champion into the corner and positioning him exactly where he wants him to be.
And now, the fall from grace might not just spell the end of this match, but the end of Jacob Clark's title reign. Turns the half. Does the deal, hooks the leg, Diego Ryan, not enough, no, damn it. Jacob Clark targeting that knee wisely.
Absolutely. He's got to do something. He's got to take some of this momentum away from Diego. And starting with those legs that, you know, he requires to do just about anything is a good start. But Diego somehow still fighting, going up again, maybe for an elbow.
And we see the champ trying to get to his feet. The bloodied nose of Diego Ryan. As Jacob Clark, midnight. Lights out. Cream over. Jacob Clark not able to retain just yet. And rolls to the outside to Diego Ryan. Maybe the only thing that saved him from another bit of offense, but the leg drop still comes to pass.
We knew that Diego was going to do his damnedest here, but I am impressed with everything I've seen so far in the champion. Breaking out all the stops using the barely padded concrete is just a symbol, you know, a symbolism to what he's had to do to put this young man away.
And Jacob Clark again going up top, going deep into the bag of tricks. Elbow drop to the injured back of Diego Ryan. And now it might be all but over. Right hand, got him, was looking for to pull him up. Instead, kick to the gut, has him hooked. Oh my God, Diego Ryan scrambles into the cover. Do we have a new champion? No!
Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable.
The ace of the deck,
Measuring
not
him up
able
here.
to claim the crown for Diego Ryan. As he goes up top, risking it all. Double moonsault lands flush the Angel's wings, not able to carry him to victory. I am losing my voice, but neither man refusing to lose this match. Cashes the kick to the gut. Bust up at the nose of the champion. Diego's got him rocked. No. Poison Rana from Jacob Clark. Holy hell. The champ, a bloody mess, needs to put this away. Tickets to the clown fall. 1, 2, and it's still not enough. He's not done. He doesn't care anymore. As much as it takes to put him down. No! Sling blade. Drop kick. Both men bleeding profusely, but the sound of silence locked in. Diego is fading fast, forced to tap out. Hallelujah, holy shit. What a match.
England, you are welcome. Holy crap, that matchup was unbelievable. I agree with you, Shaw. I cannot believe the length that those two men went to, how close it was. Dragon Kid was so close to being the king of the mountain, but the man repping the Kingsmen, Jacob Clark, remains on the throne.
And we saw the doctor able to patch up the wounded eye of Jacob Clark.
Doctors
A
work
battered
fast around
champion,
here.
a bruised champion, but you've got to feel for Diego Ryan.
Absolutely.
A storybook rise meets a footnote ending as Jacob Clark claims his first defense of that world championship. And we move on from one world title to another as Diamond Skylar goes up against Cammy B. Both these women with a lot to prove, James. Cammy B looking to prove the spotlight should have always been on her, that she always should have been the champion of this division. Diamond Skylar looking to prove she's no fluke, that she deserves to be a champion.
Absolutely. You know, this has just been absolutely personal. And we're going to see who has what it takes. Is it going to be Cammy B's time to finally steal that spotlight? Or is it going to be Diamond Skylar to retain a little bit of that glory here tonight?
Of course, we know Diamond Skylar winning that title from Lauren Osborne back at Ultimatum.
Her first official appearance on the main roster.
But now the New Jersey Bruja. Looking to bring the gold home to the New Jersey state.
Absolutely.
Cammy B has been on a warpath. Much like Diego Ryan, you cannot deny that Cammy B has earned this title shot.
Well, Cammy, I believe, was on the first episode, or maybe second episode of Covenant Pro Wrestling Uproar. She's been here since damn near the beginning. She feels like she hasn't been given the opportunities that other women have, and she wants to prove. She's been championed in other places, in other organizations. She wants to prove that she can do the same thing here.
Absolutely. And this quest that started with the defeat of Liza Horror leads to tonight. Will it end with the defeat of Diamond Skylar or the defeat of Cammy B? Tonight's not been a night for storybook endings, but been a night for violence, and I'm sure these two women will bring just that.
Well, you talk about violence. We have Sarasota's hardcore soul, Diamond Skylar, our champion. A pretty prone to violence, I would say.
I mean, she won that title in a Maple Leaf street fight. And tonight, Cammy B's from the Devil State. Well, Diamond Skylar's looking to prove she is the devil herself.
There's a lot of angels, demons, devils, you know, floating about in CPW. And just the Cammy B household of her own. She's got the demon and the Bruja. Like, what is going on here?
New Jersey, you know?
Demons, devils, witches, but all that matters right now is that championship.
Yes, and Cammy B Tonight is about proving everything she's been saying for months. And Diamond Skylar, tonight is about proving she is not a fluke champion. That she's not just a hardcore champion. That she can beat the best. And if she beats Cammy B, she may very well prove it here tonight.
Now handing that title off to the officiant, Leonard Seymour, showing Cammy B what it's all about. And Cammy has known what this has been about since day one. But you can see the intensity in her eyes that tonight is a night like any other. She finally has the opportunity.
There's 20-minute time limit here on this matchup. Championships advantage in play. Diamond Skylar needs, well, does not need, sorry, to win this by pinfall or submission to retain the title. But to set out what she wants to prove, she will need to defeat Cammy B. And Cammy B is showing why that's going to be difficult early on.
Absolutely, and you know, I think we should acknowledge that usually matches of this caliber would be a 30-minute time limit or 25-minute time limit. But considering the logistics in England, we had to cut down some of the match times because we're going to have a 30-man battle royal, and God knows how long that's going to take.
Well, hey, you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you put the lemons in someone's paper cut, or at least that's what Diamond Skylar subscribes to. And she subscribes by tagging that elbow right to Cammy B, just like you should subscribe by tagging that subscribe button. But Diamond Skylar connects with the Fisherman's Buster, only able to get a 1 count though on Cammy B, but has definitely begun to make her mark in this match.
Absolutely, and headbutts here, showing that you can get a little bit hardcore without the weaponry.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen it tonight all show long how brutal people can be, weapons or no.
Absolutely, and we see that subscribe button over there in the corner. Just mimic that little animation, everybody, because you're going to see a lot more of this if you continue to follow these stories. But every story does have an ending here, and every story has a beginning.
Yes, as Diamond Skylar gets hit with that insecurity, and now the forearm shot. Now the raining down the punches, kick to the gut from Cammy B. Cammy B's done a great job of neutralizing Diamond Skylar thus far in this match, especially since both of them, I feel, have very similar, you know, tactics and movesets. But Diamond Skylar looking to take this one to the outside with that running tope.
Taking it outside may work in the advantage of Cammy B as well. You know, she's no stranger to the hardcore environment, the barely padded concrete. Diamond Skylar going to her go-to, but she may, you know, be allowing her opponent to take advantage of that as well. Perhaps she heard me, and now it was bringing it back inside.
That's now. Cammy sends her off, ducks down, pops her up into the punch. And Diamond Skylar's just been on the back foot. A lot of this match goes for the kick, not able to get it. Instead, though, able to land some hands, but gets caught in the hip toss. Cammy B begins the beat down on the outside. She knows she can't win out here, but if she can keep up the momentum out here, it's sort of like beating Diamond Skylar at her own game.
Absolutely, it's more of an insult to injury thing as well. I think it just pronounces a win if that is in the cards here for Cammy B. So if she's able to do that under, you know, the traditional MO of...
oh, wait a second. Crossface locked in from Diamond Skylar. Crossface, sorry to cut you off, but very dangerous part of the arsenal of Diamond Skylar. You've also got to look out for that flatliner that she loves to use. Is now Lifts her up. What the hell is this?
Gory bomb, perhaps? Wait, no.
No! Turns into it! A sinister skyline! But it's not enough. Like I said, that flatliner she can hit from anywhere. Now rolls it to the center of the ring. Another crossface locked in, and she has very effectively iced out Cammy B for the time being.
And that's no small feat. Cammy B is a submission specialist, so to be able to apply these holds in this manner to someone of that caliber.
Speaking of which, transfer to Rikers, locked in. Diamond Skylar near the ropes. Just needs to reach out a little bit further. And I don't think Leonard Seymour could see because of his positioning, but Cammy B was technically under the ropes. That would have been a rope break. But able to get out this time was Diamond Skylar. Discus lariat though. We gotta transfer the Rikers. I'll transfer you to the morgue. Sinister Skyline. That's it.
Yeah, whoa. Wait a minute.
And it was that swinging variation that won her the title against Lauren Osborne. The flying headbutt connects now, going into the cover after it. Only two.
Only two, gave herself a headache and a half there, and it wasn't enough to get the job done. Cammy B still fighting back.
Oh, off the ropes. Went for the lariat, not able to get it. Instead, gets set up. Cammy B taking a moment here. What she got in mind? Enziguri once again.
That'll knock your
but Diamond
freaking
Skylar
block off.
firing some live rounds. And taking a moment to just revel in the beautiful pro wrestling violence that has been on display. Breaks the guard, but gets caught. Transfer to Rikers, fell right into the trap of Cammy B. Oh, but able to escape immediately was Diamond Skylar this time.
Thankfully, she was able to change the momentum there. Wait a minute.
Off face, caught her. These two catching each other in submissions. Cammy B might be forced to tap out. She's trying everything she can to break that grip that Diamond Skylar has. Rolls her out of it. Off the ropes. Big Enziguri once again. And now has her up. I think she's looking to inflict some karma here. Knee connects. Is that enough? No, she is sealing the deal. She does not want to leave anything up to chance. Transfer to Rikers. Diamond Skylar escapes. Has her up. Sit out. Pile driver. Spikes her.
Absolutely, that Gotch style power driver will get you every time, but not quite
It's
done.
No.
What the
Able
hell?
to escape. Immediately turns into a cover. Diamond Skylar isn't prepared. No, I thought that flash pin from Cammy B nearly scoring her the victory. Oh, but now transfer to Rikers a third time. And this time, nowhere for Skylar to go. She's forced to tap out. Cammy
What
B
the
is your
hell?
new women's champion. What a match.
Unbelievable. We have a new women's champion here in London, England. Gonna bring that back to Arizona, and can anybody take it off Cammy B in this form?
We'll have to find out. But you can't say it wasn't earned. Some may call into questioning the positioning with the referee and with rope breaks, but at the end of the day, Cammy B's your champion.
She finally got her moment. We talk about seizing moments here, seizing spotlight. And Cammy B is not going to allow that spotlight to move from her presence anytime soon. But speaking of presence, you're welcome, because we're now going into the final countdown battle royal. 30 will enter, 1 will win. And who will it be?
Folks, reminder of the rules. All right? Both feet must touch the floor for someone to be eliminated. The winner of this match can challenge for a title of their choosing.
Wait a
Blaze
minute.
of Glory.
Will Sheridan entering at number 1.
Well, unlucky number 1, the one true king. Perhaps this is the dispute that happened between him and Alex Clark earlier tonight, but regardless.
Understandably upset, Will Sheridan is going to have to outlast 29 other men.
Yeah, he's going to have to go post to post here. Going to have to be the Iron Man, the Iron King. And you see him putting up the 1. Will Sheridan knows what he has to do, even if he doesn't like it. 29 other men, but you've got to feel, if he wins here tonight, James, what does that mean going forward? He can challenge for any title he wants. Imagine Will Sheridan back as world champion.
It's not hard to imagine. Wait, what now?
Or imagine this man as world champion.
And it seems Will Sheridan getting some just desserts here, leaving a little note for Alex Clark. Somehow arranging his son Jamie to enter at number 2. These two men are no strangers to one another. This is going to be an absolute brutal fight, and Will Sheridan must be pleased by doing whatever he can with his bad streak of luck to win over somebody.
Someone must have, oh no, helped Will Sheridan get this to happen. Regardless, Jamie Clark now, someone who I think was a front runner to win this whole thing, now has to start with Will Sheridan.
It brings in a lot of ifs. When was Jamie supposed to enter? You know, like, we'll never know now.
Now, Jamie Clark not wasting any time, going after Will Sheridan here. Torture back position, just drops him like a sack of shit.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not far off either.
And folks, it will not be long until you see this ring filling up with competitors. As the final countdown timer begins, who will be joining at number 3? Oh my, it's Alex Clark!
And it says he's tired of this shit, everybody. Alex Clark gonna make sure that Jamie has a reasonable, accommodation here in this matchup.
And now, Will Sheridan has to battle both of the Clarks. But you've got to keep in mind, we have not seen in CPW at least Alex Clark wrestle in quite a long time. He's a part-time competitor. The last time I saw him, he was inside a Hell in a Cell match against someone over in Blacklist. He is not someone ready for this type of marathon. And speaking of ready, someone was ready to leave earlier with the tag titles. Instead now, coming in, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Absolutely, Doc coming in. He's, wanting to leave with those tag titles. Now he has an opportunity to put himself in a running for another championship. Could it be in singles action?
If he wins, though, it's any time of his choice. He could go after the tag team titles.
Yeah, absolutely. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
As now Alex Clark taking the fight to Will Sheridan as we await the entry of one Dower Ranger. Alex Clark going gets his former Kinksman running buddy, Dr. Wrestling Jr. as Dower Ranger now going after Alex Clark. Jamie takes out DWJ in the corner.
But now the ring is beginning to fill up.
Question's just going to be who will be the first one out as the Tiger Suplex connects. And down comes someone who I think will be happy, actually, to be out this early. The Entertainer.
Entertainer, you know, having a history of his own with Will Sheridan, goes directly after our inaugural champion here. But our one true king, so to speak, going directly after the man who he thinks stole his throne.
If he didn't steal it, he's certainly the one that sits atop it, as the blessing in disguise, though, from Jamie Clark connects to Will Sheridan as we await number 7. And with an eye to the future, it is the future Kenny Mitch.
Will Sheridan in a bad place there in the corner. Doc Wrestling Jr. perhaps saving him from elimination, getting in the way. And it's not like a hard thing to do in a matchup like this.
Now a big boot to Sheridan. And we've just seen, again, just chaos all throughout. And it's only going to get more chaotic as the entrants keep on coming.
Shane Roberts.
And here's a man that would love to make a name for himself in this match.
100% Shane Roberts, the pretty boy here in this Rumble.
Okay, we're just waiting for stats to pop up at this point. First elimination. Oh, this might be it. Jamie Clark tosses out Dr. Wrestling Jr.
Well, that's our answer for the first elimination. Will Sheridan locking in an ankle lock, a knee bar there. It's not going to help him win the Rumble.
No, but it will neutralize Kenny Mitch, actually. Think about how much the kicks of Kenny are a big part of his offense. Now they're going to be a bit weaker.
That's a fantastic point as Dower Ranger goes to work on Alex Clark. And the son, Jamie, is over there in the corner, you know, seemingly out of it at this point.
Him and Will Sheridan both taking a bit of a reprieve, both having been in here since the beginning. You know, we're at 8 men so far in this match. Jamie Clark has up the Entertainer, just tosses him down. And who is number 9?
What
hell yeah!
Well, he's talking about surprises.
The Prime Minister of the Third Republic of Venezuela, Bolivar, is here. A wrestling legend.
Absolutely an international affair here.
Oh my God, imagine the parties in Venezuela if Bolivar was to win this thing.
And he's kind of got an advantage here in this match. Nobody in CPW has ever faced him. They don't know what they're going up against.
Background, I'm not sure if you saw, I believe Dower Ranger just eliminated Entertainer. Another man eliminated from this match. Oh, I am absolutely tickled pink to see Dower Ranger in this one. As we see the 585 attempt from Jamie stopped by Will Sheridan. And now Will Sheridan looking to eliminate Dower Ranger. Shane Roberts looking to spoil the party here with Bolivar. Kenny Mitch joining in. Oh, but Bolivar able to stay alive. The Clarks going after Will Sheridan. 585 takes him down.
And I think that's Jamie's MO in this match. He's not so concerned at this point with the other competitors in this match. He simply wants to eliminate Will Sheridan.
Now we await entry number 10, a third of the way through this Rumble match. Oh no, this is gonna spell trouble for the rest of our competitors. As Troy Winters, easily the biggest man in this match, has now entered the fray.
And, you know, whoever is going to try to throw this man over is going to have a hell of a job. Easily over 300 pounds.
And now,
somehow,
the lariat from Jamie Clark, not even able to keep him down.
I was going to give Jamie props there, somehow able to take him off his feet, but it barely had any effect.
You've got to keep in mind, though, that Troy Winters already had a match against the Entertainer here tonight. Same with Kenny Mitch that we see in this match, having had a match against Johnny D. These two men not necessarily fresh, but in a match like this, you can get away with being a little bit hurt. Because I think Will Sheridan just made Downrange tap out there on the side of our screen.
And not how this one works, but Will Sheridan working after all of the legs of the competitors here in this one. And I think you're right, it takes power out, it takes the ability to climb back in the ring if you're thrown over the rope.
Now we're just seeing the chaos ensue. Elbow drop to Troy. Kenny Mitch has got Alex. Oh, instead, his attention's turned elsewhere.
Goes for a spitball.
Dodged. Connects to downrange, but gets dropped by Will Sheridan. Bolivar drops Troy Winters. Our boss taking a little bit of a siesta there on the ropes.
I mean, he's on vacation here. He's in England.
I guess so.
He's not even supposed to work tonight.
Oh, it's Jamie Clark tosses out Kenny Mitch. Now tosses down Bolivar. You see the cut beginning to form around the eye of Jamie Clark, though. And now we see Troy Winters going after Will Sheridan, looking to eliminate the one true king.
And
I think, yeah,
and
he's
ladies
out of
and
there.
gentlemen, he has.
I think Jamie Clark might actually be a little upset about that. I think he wanted the honor of eliminating Will Sheridan. As now, Big Boot eliminates Shane Roberts, and Troy Winters nearly tosses Jamie Clark out. Oh, and the hits keep on coming. Dan Darnester makes his way down to the ring.
Darn already in a ladder match unsuccessfully earlier in the night. Can he be successful in an over-the-top rope battle royale?
I mean, hey, if there's ever a man, I don't even know if I want to say man, a being that can harness the chaos of a match like this, it's Dan Darnester.
What the? Ladies and gentlemen, the World Killer is here in CPW. 585 to Troy Winters, and immediately, wait a minute, Dower Ranger's been thrown out of this one.
And you see Jamie, he's heard the horror stories from Michael Young. He knows how dangerous Kenta is. As Kenta conquered Calgary, conquered Japan, now looking to conquer CPW. And folks, if you know anything about this man, you know he's going to be looking to go after Dan Darnester sometime soon as Johnny Gemini makes his way into the ring.
Johnny perhaps looking to avenge Doc Wrestling Jr., who was eliminated from this match first by Jamie Clark. But, you know, the allegiances, I thought were going to come into play, but I guess not.
No, this is two different brands of the Kingsmen going at it here. Troy Winters just bustling around everyone. Now we see the slam there from oh, and Kent is going after Darnester. And Leo Carter entering at unlucky number 14. There we see the air raid crash from Jamie Clark. Leo Carter looking to make a big statement in this match.
Leo Carter
The knee strike connects from Bolivar.
wiped the face paint off and came out looking a little bit more like when we first saw him here in CPW.
Oh, Kenta eliminates Bolivar. Might be about to get tossed out though by Troy Winters. If ever a man is going to eliminate Kenta, it might very well be Troy.
But Kenta appears to be fighting back.
Oh, Kenta looks to be going after Alex Clark here. Kick to the back. And now Troy Winters and Leo Carter looking to work together a little bit. Double side Russian leg sweep connects.
Side Russian leg sweep from Troy Winters. I didn't even know if he spoke English. Going a little bit Russian there.
Now Darnester going after Alex Clark. Kenta going after Troy. Who is number 15, the halfway point of this Rumble match? Oh, shit.
Oh,
It looks like we're taking a walk, James, down the King's Road. Dan Darnester's got some backup.
well, wait a minute.
And he's immediately dumped him on his head because that's just what the King's Road is all about.
They know it's every
Darnester
man.
and Kenta going at it, fighting forever. Johnny Gemini trying to eliminate Alex Clark. Kenta trying to eliminate Dan Darnester.
And things are falling apart here in this Rumble match. Things are getting crazy, and it's only halfway through here.
Oh, Kenta got Darnester up. Falcon's arrow, he does the deal.
Wait a minute, Leo
And Leo
Carter.
Carter eliminated by Darnester.
Thanks for coming.
Darnester trying to eliminate Kenta. No. And folks, we're at least halfway through this battle royale. As Jamie Clark
Oh my God.
puffs that big boy over the top and gets the elimination.
Could that perhaps have been vengeance for him eliminating Will Sheridan?
But Troy none too pleased as Kenta now looking to go after both. Two of the three Kings Road members we know will be in this match.
Huge lariat taking down Jamie Clark. And of course, dear old dad coming to the rescue, but getting caught by Kenta there. What the?
Oh, hell! We saw Kenta meet the Kenta Killer. The Cowboy Cryptid, Michael Young, is here. And Alex Clark getting rid of Dan Darnester. Michael Young trying to eliminate Kenta, but it's not to be just yet. And Michael Young, the only man in Wildfire Pro Wrestling history to defeat Kenta. It's now that knee strike to the face. Oh, shit. The TV champion, Seth Dallas, he's got a bone to pick with more than a few of the men in this ring right now.
Absolutely breaking out the Dallyvator to come into this matchup.
He's going right after Michael Young. These two with some unfinished business. You're talking about matches I'd love to see for the TV title. This is one of them. Seth Dallas now. The Bukake knee from Kenta to Alex Clark.
Wait.
And I need to state, Alex Clark and Jamie Clark are still in this match from entrance 1 and 3.
Oh my
God!
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring. He's got a bone
The
to pick.
Bone Club rises here in England. All the boners in the arena have risen to their feet. as Sean makes an appearance.
Absolutely. The blood is flowing. And Bone Club is alive as well. And just tossing Emerald Tiger about. Michael Young showing his strength here.
Oh my God, this ring is so full. It is so flush with talent. As Kenta puts Mikey in the corner. Mikey able to fight his way out. Now, just a matter of who's going to be the first to make that crucial move as the oxyacetylene connects to Emerald Tiger. Seth Dallas backstabber to Jamie Clark, inadvertently saving Johnny Gemini.
Shaw, you sound like a scientist. Oxyacetylene. A couple weeks ago, I couldn't even fathom that word. As many times have I heard it. You are a top tier, just like everyone in this matchup at this point.
Now, slam by Emerald Tiger, Ushikarushmush by Michael Young. And Jamie Clark looking to save his teacher.
Absolutely. All the allegiances, all the history coming out to play.
And now, I feel slightly better about Kenta being in this match now, knowing Michael Young is potentially here to stop him. But now, Alex Clark, bit of a UFO sighting here in London, England. But Kenta, he might be about to toss out Michael Young. He knows Michael Young is his biggest threat in this ring.
And now, Alex about to toss out Gemini.
Very well could, and he does! Out goes Johnny Gemini. A little bit of friendly fire amongst the Kingsmen, but hey, every man for himself.
And Sean in the corner, far too big for former CPW World Champion Jamie Clark to toss over.
Now, Jamie Clark still being in this match is unfathomable.
You know, yeah, I have to account for some of the backup he's had in this match. He's got familial ties. Wait a minute.
Well, he's not going to have any more. Bullet kick takes out Alex Clark. Seth Dallas has just gotten rid of Jamie Clark's lifeline.
You know, commentators curse as you say, and Sean eliminated from this one.
Sean eliminated, now we've got a new man coming into this match. Bruno!
Well, are the odds magnifico for Bruno Natoli? We're about to see as he goes head to head with Seth Dallas.
Oh, Emerald Tiger looking to eliminate Jamie Clark. It might be the end of the Clarks in this match. As Jamie, hang up until life, but saved by his trainer, by his teacher, Michael Young.
Michael Young putting himself in a precarious situation there to save Jamie.
Oh my God.
Really? Do we have to?
As the numbers grow of the American Instinct. Oh, wait a second! Painmaker to Colin Prince. Thank you, Jamie Clark.
Thank you, Jamie Clark, for doing what everybody wants to do. Now we just got to throw out the trash.
Colin Prince going after Emerald Tiger. Jamie Clark going after Seth Dallas, and now it's student versus teacher. Colin Prince versus Michael Young, but now we've got another member of the King's Road making his way down to the ring. A man who went face-to-face with Colin Prince earlier tonight, Tony Samuels. Now, chaos in the ring, 585 to Colin. It has not been a great night at the office. for Colin Prince as he gets hit by the true Lord of the Lariat.
And, you know, we talk about, people not liking others in the locker room. I don't think anyone is as detestable as Colin Prince.
See the immediately targeting of Kings Road by Kenta, as is tradition. If you're wearing green, he does not like you. The kick to the side of the head of Seth Dallas from Kenta. Seth looking to eliminate the Japanese legend, the leader of Little Jimmy Club, but no.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little Jimmy if I do say so myself.
Now though, Colin Prince sits out, neck breaker on Emerald Tiger, and immediately gets caught there by Tony Samuels. Uranagi to Kenta. This ring is full of just beef, but eventually one of these calves is gonna have to be tipped over. Well, tipped over, I mean thrown over the top rope.
Absolutely, the ring is entirely too full, and the only solution is to clear it. Wait a minute.
It's Seth Dallas taking out Michael Young. Tiger suplex though by Kenta. Now, gotta feel, it seems every time. Wait a second, Magnificutter by Magnifico Bruno Natoli. I believe Seth just got busted open there by Kenta. Colin trying to get over there to save his friend, but gets caught by Bruno into the cutter.
And that might be all she wrote for Dally, but no, he hangs on for now.
For now, is Colin finally able to save him? An American Instinct fighting Japan. Emerald Tiger eliminates Colin Prince. You've got to feel with there being sort of a showdown of Kings Road and American Instinct coming up on Uproar, that sends a message.
Absolutely.
Oh, and we've seen this man on a wave of momentum. England's boy, Ebac.
Absolutely, the man from Norwich making his way to the ring. I'm gonna get it right this time.
And now Kenta looking to eliminate, well, one of the members of Kings Road in Tony Samuels.
Tony's fighting.
And he does. Kenta continuing his mission, eliminate Kings Road. Jamie Clark eliminating Seth Dallas, revenge for his father. I think that might be what, the 6th elimination from Jamie Clark as number 23 comes in.
And to think Will Sheridan thought this was going to be a detriment. And Jamie has just risen to the occasion here.
Down comes Pinkish.
Wearing the brown pants, he must have listened to Deadpool. He looks like a highlighter took a crap, but he's going to get the job done here in this matchup, I'm pretty sure.
Now has got Kenta up, military press. Power slam connects.
Pinkish.
Oh, now has got Jamie Clark in a powerbomb position. Sits out that last ride. Oh, wait a second. Ebac's got Pinkish as we await number 24, Johnny D. The final member of the American Nightmares making their appearance, and Pinkish is gone.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that was 39 seconds in this matchup.
Sure, the statisticians and the pundits will have the numbers for us later, but regardless, it is definitely the shortest amount of time we have seen thus far. An unfortunate record set by one Pinkish.
Absolutely, the world killer known as Kenta, showing exactly why people fear him so. But the King Killer the Wolf of War, the Jarl of Wrestling, coming down to prove the same damn thing.
Now Kenta looking to finish the job. The last member of King's Road dangling on that top rope. But Emerald Tiger able to survive. As now we have just 5 participants left to appear in this matchup.
Ebac in a precarious situation here.
And here comes the fire starter, Jacob Nitro.
Jacob Nitro, of course, in recent months has done a lot to elevate his status here in CPW. He has
driver.
He's done.
Yes, he has.
Yeah. And going directly after William Black, shades of that triple threat.
So now, Emerald Tiger suplex onto Ebac. And a belly-to-belly to Bruno Natoli. Jamie now trying to eliminate Emerald Tiger, get him out of this one. And he does.
What's that 7 elimination?
Oh no, I've lost count at this point. Point is, Jamie Clark is having a legendary performance here. Entering at number 2, we are awaiting number 27. And he is still going.
Jamie.
Now, wait a second, Bruno Natoli in a dangerous way here.
Jacob trying to toss him over.
Able to escape. And now Kenta lighting up William Black. 2 men going strike for strike. Or rather, William Black's just getting striked.
Absolutely.
And Ebac, though, trying to rush in and eliminate Kenta. Not able to just yet.
Morgan Sharp.
Making his way down to the ring in episode 1 original. Gotta feel, I mean, hey, we're still expecting maybe 1 or 2 members of the Blazing Renegades in this match. Might have the numbers fish, but he might not live to see it. No, Kenta not able to get the elimination just yet.
You know, Morgan Sharp's been around. You say he's an episode 1 original. And September 3rd, it will be the 1-year anniversary of CPW. He's almost gone an entire year with nearly all of these competitors, and he knows what he's doing here.
So on the other side of the ring, I believe Ebac eliminated Jacob Nitro. Our camera's not able to catch it. We apologize to Jacob Nitro and his family who are watching. But regardless, that just means we get 1 step closer. There aren't many competitors left now. 3 left to enter. Now, burning lariat. Discus lariat. Belly to belly by Johnny D.
Johnny D is just tearing things up right now, but Jamie Clark locking in the submission here, the sleeper.
We await entrant 28 for this match. And we saw him come so close earlier tonight. A second chance, perhaps, for Diego Ryan.
Absolutely. You know, wasn't able to get it done on the big stage earlier tonight, but now he's setting the stage for another phase, perhaps, if he is able to win this matchup.
Very true, and I mean, hey, he's got allegiances in here. The Blazing Renegades. But immediately gets caught with that King Killer. by William Black. And here's the thing, is that Diego Ryan is 100%, not 100%. You know what I'm saying? He is hurt. And you've got to feel that even though he's got a lead number, it might not give him any kind of advantage.
Johnny D dumped over Bruno Natoli with a super kick there.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, Bruno Natoli eliminating Johnny D.
Came out of nowhere. I don't blame you for not noticing. Johnny D is beside himself at this point. As long as he's not beside me, we're doing pretty good.
We see Blazing Renegades going against each other. Some friendly competition, but Bruno Natoli eliminates Kenta. I mean, hey, Johnny D and Kenta back-to-back. Now it's Bruno looking like the World Killer.
World Killer Bruno Natoli, you heard it here first.
As now Ebac slam to Jamie Clark. Been in since number 1.
I don't know if they have street dogs in Sicily, but Bruno is definitely fighting like one. Morgan.
And there's 2 members left to enter. This being one of them. Mac Daddy Furnace.
Well, the man from Bradford, England. We don't love him in the States, but you can love him here and keep him. Mac Daddy Furnace. Wait a minute.
Bruno Natoli eliminates Diego Ryan. And he might be about to eliminate Mac Daddy Furnace if he damn well feels like it, honestly. What a showing from Bruno thus far.
And we're only 7 seconds away from the final entrant in this matchup.
The final entrant in this match, Benjamin Balder.
Benjamin Balder looking like $1 million. But will he be feeling like $1 million after all is said and done as he goes after Ebac, who I believe, second to Jamie Clark, has been in this matchup the longest?
I'd have to say that would go to Bruno Natoli, but Ebac has been in quite a while. But Benjamin Balder going after Ebac, given Ebac beat him in that absolute clinic that we saw in Uproar. Now, folks, this is it. Take your pick, because one of these 7 men is going to go to Blaze of Glory. Now, the only question is, who will it be? Will it be a veteran, like a William Black or an Ebac? Will it be a young up-and-comer like a Bruno Natoli or Benjamin Balder? Well, I don't think it's going to be Balder, actually. Neckbreaker connects. It very well still could be Jamie Clark, who has been in this since the beginning.
Absolutely, Ebac with a very sound elimination there. And we've got several episode 1 originals here in the ring. We've got Ebac, we've got William Black, and we also, I believe, have Morgan Sharp, who is an episode 1 original as well.
Yes, he was. As now we're down to 6. Half veterans, half newcomers. Mac Daddy Furnace looking to eliminate William Black. William Black fighting for his life.
And it's unrelated, but I cannot believe this man brought back the mustache.
I think it's a good look on him.
You're about the only one. And Bruno looking to possibly eliminate him here. Magnificutter.
And we know the history between Mac Daddy Furnace and Bruno Natoli. What bragging rights it would be for Bruno to eliminate Mac.
And I think Morgan Sharp is going there for that high noon, but the miscommunication there with all the bodies in the ring caused that one to go, unseen.
Oh my God, look at the blood pooling down the face of Jamie Clark. The match taking its toll, and Bruno Natoli taking a tumble. We're down to the final 5. Oh, you see the backdrop driver from Jamie Clark.
Ebac, I believe, is the only man of the night to have an attire change. Sounds like a good idea if you're doing double duty here. But now Morgan Sharp on that turnbuckle, potentially going to get thrown out by Mac Daddy Furnace.
So catching a right and then catching a body there with that 585. And now we're seeing Ebac and William Black. They have history spanning years and companies. And you've got to feel that when it comes down to the final five like this, it's something that becomes personal.
Absolutely, all the history boils back up. And it's kind of an automatic thing. You're once again in those moments, and it's like no time has ever passed.
Oh, brain buster there from Jamie Clark. And Jamie, the only man up, he needs to just toss one of these dudes over the top. Mac Daddy Furnace stepping up to the former world champ. Super kick to the gut. Got something here. Flatminer.
And you can see just the tiredness, the fatigue of Jamie Clark, even though he's on the up and up at this point, is coming into play.
Absolutely is. As now Jamie fights his way out of the corner. And another brain buster connects. Morgan Sharp looking to eliminate the former world champion. Snapdragon suplex. Mac Daddy Furnace inadvertently saving Jamie. Now, Max sends Jamie into the corner, looking to eliminate the Iron Man of this match.
Well, can he do it? Jamie Clark is fighting. He's continuing to fight, but Mac Daddy Furnace is not relenting here. Pow right in the mustache. Jamie Clark somehow hangs on.
Now William Black, Daddy Mac, two men standing. Jamie Clark comes in for a side Russian leg sweep. Those shiv-like punches by Mac Daddy Furnace to Jamie Clark. As now knee strike cuts open William Black at the eye there. Morgan Sharp now looking to eliminate Mac. He might just do it.
And there's the history there. At one point, Morgan Sharp completely annihilated this man with a baseball bat. They're not friends.
Now again, beating him back into that corner. And this time, Morgan Sharp able to get rid of him. The final four. And how apropos. Two men that are essentially only CPW. Two men that have been here since day one. It's like three men that have been here since day one. Two veterans, two newcomers, two Brits, two non-Brits.
It's absolutely not how I saw this match going. No man, no slight to any of these men, but this is not who I saw being in our final four on any of those four pillars there.
Well, regardless, one of them will walk out tonight with that ticket punched to Blaze of Glory. And imagine the scenes if Jamie Clark goes pillar to pillar, coast to coast, starts the match, wins the match. 585 to William Black puts him on the path to do just that.
And the further along in this matchup we get, it seems more likely that Jamie Clark is going to go the distance.
I mean, absolutely. That second wind kicking in as he tries to toss Ebac over the top rope here. Back desperately trying to hold on for dear life, and he does. Punch rocking the jaw of Jamie Clark. And now Morgan Sharp looking
Ebac.
for high noon. Jamie Clark able to land it though. Chop block takes out Morgan. And a huge lariat takes him down.
Suplex by Ebac. You know, this match has become entirely unpredictable at this point. You don't know who's going to target who, because at this point there are no friends, there are no enemies, they're just obstacles. And Morgan Sharp.
Morgan Sharp barely hanging on. So I just went, that was nearly elimination there. We were nearly down to 3.
And a King Killer. Make it William Black. Closer, but wait a minute.
There it is, high noon. But Ebac rushing in. Gets caught though. Sharp plex.
I thought Ebac was gonna go over with that drop kick, but he rolled the other way wisely.
Went for the Boulder Bash. Not to be. Morgan Sharp trying to get some merited revenge for Benjamin Boulder, but not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen at all.
Still down to just 4. And now, game over. Connects to Jamie Clark. Hurricane Rana connects to William Black. Ebac just needs to toss one of these dudes over the top, but he gets caught with the backstabber.
Wait a minute, Shaw, I'm checking the records here, and it appears that William Black was also in the first episode. So we have 3 people. We were correct, it's 3 people that have been here since day 1. And Jamie Clark, who has been here since number 2.
Jamie Clark, the Iron Man. Just look at the welts on the face as he sits in the corner. But again, he gets up and he starts to fight. But William Black might be able to be eliminating Ebac here. Jamie Clark doesn't have any bones about it.
I think Jamie Clark has got blood in the eye. He's fatigued. He's out of it. He's catching his breath, and that's all that matters to him at this point.
Oh, side Russian leg sweep from both men. The lariats from Morgan Sharp. Kick to the gut. Another King Killer on tap. Plants Jamie Clark. Right now, it's just a matter of who is going to be eliminated next. We see a dragon suplex folds William Black like an accordion. Ebac catches him once more for the game over. Center of the ring, and the elbow drop. And the drop kick to Jamie Clark. Ebac has found the second wind as he deadlifts Jamie. Shades of Maverick Dallas, God rest his soul.
Absolutely, Ebac is on a tear here. And his momentum even from earlier. As
Super kick, Jamie's gone.
Jamie is gone, and Ebac is the one to eliminate him. William Black, in a bad situation, is gone as well.
We're down to 2. Ebac, Morgan Sharp, 2 men that faced off in a fatal 5-way on the first ever episode of this show, of Uproar. Now, go head to head. High Noon connects. Morgan Sharp could be about to punch his ticket. 1/3 of the Blazing Renegades might be about to go to Blaze of Glory.
And almost tossing Ebac over Morgan Sharp. Wheelbarrow DDT in the center of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen.
Shades of Diego Ryan with that DDT. Blazing Renegades rolled deep. And he went deep with that Meteora. Came up big. And now all he needs to do is toss Ebac over the top, and he's got this thing won. But Ebac not going to say die just yet.
Not going to give up in front of his home country. Not going to allow himself to lose. And now,
Ebac gets the win, eliminating Morgan Sharp. England's own Elliot Baker. has climbed, has scratched, has clawed his way to this spot. And how apropos, James, that 366 days, a year and a day after the ashes that this Phoenix would rise from were laid. The foundation for this company was laid. One of the first men to light the fuse of that blazing Phoenix has punched their ticket to Blaze of Glory. Folks, thank you for checking out CPW Final Countdown. We love you all, and we bid you all a very farewell. Adieu.